Capsule wardrobe concepts are simply tools to help you develop a wardrobe you feel authentically confident and inspired to get dressed from every single day. There are many different concepts of a capsule wardrobe, and then there's even a lot of different categories within each concept for a capsule wardrobe. Any one of these concepts might be the one that works for you. This video is about a few general capsule wardrobe concepts, how they differ, and who they might be best suited for. Hi y'all, I'm Lori. Let's get started. If you are not happy with your closet, or feel you should be happier than you are, maybe one of these capsule wardrobe concepts is absolutely perfect for you. If you don't feel authentically confident and inspired to get dressed from the closet you have every day, then maybe one of these capsule wardrobe concepts is for you. The first capsule wardrobe concept we're going to talk about today is the one that I think most people think of when they think capsule wardrobe. I think most people, when they hear the term capsule wardrobe, they're thinking of it as a minimalist concept. The minimalist capsule wardrobe concept is where you work from a very limited number of items for a very specific period of time. You put all your outfits together just from that one limited number of wardrobe pieces that you've decided to include in your capsule. And this is a great concept for people who are feeling overwhelmed by all the things and they're looking to live a more minimalist lifestyle. This is a great concept for people who are downsizing and need to reduce the number of items they have in their wardrobe. I think really importantly, this is a fantastic concept for anyone who's just really trying to consume less and trying to have less. Because let's be honest, most of us have way more than what we really need. If you're thinking about maybe transitioning into a more minimalist lifestyle, that minimalist capsule wardrobe concept might be the perfect fit for you. I first came across this minimalist idea of a capsule wardrobe concept many years ago when I came across the blog called Unfancy. And you can see here, Kendi from Unfancy has a really well-developed, thought-out plan to help people transition into this minimalist concept of a capsule wardrobe. In her capsule wardrobe concept, she determined that 37 items, including all of her clothing pieces, her accessories, shoes, jewelry, everything, was all she needed to dress appropriately, confidently, authentically for a full 3-month period at a time. And I think that's really impressive. I will link her blog down below if you're interested in that minimalist concept of a capsule wardrobe. She is a pro at it. And because that's not the concept I work from, I'm absolutely not. I am no kind of expert in that minimalist capsule wardrobe concept. And I think if that's something you're drawn to, you should absolutely go check out her blog. Now, the next capsule wardrobe concept I wanted to talk to you about today is more the minimalist approach. And that's my concept. That's the one I use. I call my concept the use everything you have concept of a capsule wardrobe. Now, what this concept is, at least as I've developed it to work for me, is that every 60 days I pull a certain number of items from my full collection of clothing to really focus on wearing as much as possible throughout the next 60 days. I pull 10 tops, 8 bottoms, 4 dresses, and either 2 or 4 layering pieces depending on the season. I do not include any shoes, accessories, belts, bags, jewelry, anything in my capsule wardrobe items. And that's simply because I use all of those things that I own really regularly. I'm simply not happy limiting myself in the use of any of my collection of accessories. So I don't limit myself at all in my collection of accessories. But every 60 days when I go to choose another 10 tops, 8 bottoms, 4 dresses, blah, 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 I really try hard to choose pieces that I have not used in the previous capsule. The way I do this is I choose the contents of my next capsule before I have put the contents of my previous capsule away in my regular closet. So that when I'm choosing all of my pieces, the pieces that I've been wearing often for the last 60 days are not even in front of me to choose from. Now, occasionally I will have an item that I'm really enjoying wearing and I want to carry it from one capsule to another. I will absolutely do that because I will make rules for myself, but I will also break my rules. So there's that. And the reason I do this is because I want to make sure I'm making good use of every single thing that I bring into my collection of clothing and accessories. That's something that's important to me. My minimalist use everything capsule wardrobe concept is really just the tool I put in place for myself to make sure I'm accomplishing that goal that I've set for myself to use everything I have. What I have found in using this concept is that it's really easy for me to identify the pieces that don't really belong in my collection anymore. This 60-day capsule wardrobe practice has made it really easy for me to identify those pieces. It was super simple for me to get them out of my closet and donate them so that somebody else can love them next. That's something I really appreciate because I was somebody that in the past was really overwhelmed with decluttering my closet because I thought more was more and I had to have everything, and you know, sometimes more is more, but I don't have to have everything. I don't even want to have everything. And my 60-day rotation capsule concept has made it really easy for me to identify the pieces that I don't want or need or use anymore. And that makes it easy for me to let them go and donate them. This use everything concept of a capsule wardrobe is perfect for somebody who does have a larger collection of clothing, but is not making the best use as is possible from that collection of clothing. If that's you and you're somebody that's blessed to have a large collection of clothing, but you want to make better use of the pieces you have, maybe this 60-day use everything capsule wardrobe concept would benefit you. The last capsule wardrobe concept that I want to share with you today is what I call the life stage capsule wardrobe. And these capsules are designed to support you in those transition periods of your life. The way I think of these transition periods is if anything is going on that is significant in your life that's going to change the way you live your day-to-day, is a transition period, a period of reinvention. A great example of this is a career change. The career change doesn't have to be identified as going from one career to a drastically different career. A career change can really be identified as, you know, moving from your early career into your mid-stage career, or moving from your mid-stage career to your later stage career. Because the clothing that serves you best in your early career is probably not the same clothing that serves you best in your mid career, and the clothing that serves you best in your midpoint of your career is probably not the clothing that serves you best in your late stage career. And all of this career clothing is most likely of no use to you in your retirement. So as you're making these big transitions, you don't need to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe, but you do need to have the pieces to support you in being successful. Then of course, as you develop through the different stages of your career, you're going to need different capsules of clothing to support you in transitioning through those stages as well. And then finally, you're going to need a capsule of clothing to support you into your transition of retirement. And the retirement stage for me is where I really struggled with my closet, and I know a lot of women do the same. I was very fortunate to be able to retire fairly early, but I still experienced the huge struggle because I had spent decades in my chosen career as an accountant, and my closet was primarily full of business casual attire because that's what I did with my time. That's what I did during the day. And when I didn't do that anymore, I found I had a very limited amount of clothing for my life outside of that business casual environment that I had spent so much time in. But that time I kind of really had to take a step back. It was a period of reinvention. I really had to take a step back and decide, how do I want to present myself to the world in my retirement, in my everyday life, now that I don't work out of the house anymore? And for a while I wasn't sure, so I only bought a very few pieces at a time while I figured that out. I had a capsule that carried me through that period of kind of reinvention. And then as I became more confident and really nailed down my own concept of my personal style, I was able to expand on that. Obviously, careers, retirement, all of that kind of stuff is not the only time a woman's going to go through significant changes in her life that would be well supported by a capsule wardrobe. If you're in a period of your life where you're going to be growing your family, a maternity wear capsule absolutely makes sense for you. If you're in a period of your life where your weight is changing drastically, then a small capsule of clothing to support you through that period absolutely makes sense for you. If you are making a big move to a climate that is very different from the one that you have been living in, then a capsule wardrobe to help you through that transition is going to be incredibly useful as well. And then of course, there's my favorite capsule wardrobe concept ever, and that is my travel capsule wardrobe concept. I've made a lot of videos about my travel wardrobe concept, and I'm going to keep making videos because I absolutely love it. But if you're curious, you can drop down into the description below. I have developed a couple of worksheets that serve me so very well, and I have them linked down below to share them with you. If that's something you're interested in, you can drop down into the description, or it will also be pinned in the first comment, so you can go check that out if you're interested. Know this, by using any one of these capsule wardrobe concepts, or a mix of them, or any spin you'd like to put on them, you really can have the wardrobe of your dreams, the wardrobe that you feel inspired to get dressed from every day, the wardrobe that you feel absolutely authentically confident, your most authentic self when you go out into the world every day. That wardrobe of your dreams, it is available to you. It's not near as much work as you think it might be. Because here's the deal. You already have a capsule wardrobe in one way or another. You just need to take a little bit of time to reveal your capsule wardrobe to yourself and discover what will work best for you. I'll be getting into that in a lot more detail in videos to come, so stay tuned. If that sounds interesting to you and you'd like to hang out with me for a few minutes from time to time, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you want to. If you don't want to subscribe, no worry, no harm, no foul. I will be here making videos or out in the world somewhere making videos, and you have an open invitation to come back and hang out anytime you like. If you have a few more minutes today, I'd love for you to come hang out with me in this video here, but if not, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.